This section begins the review of the cost budgeting process. Cost budgeting produces the cost baseline, which is the expected cost of the project. It's cross-referenced to the financial system through the chart of accounts, and it's assigned at the work breakdown structure work package level. It's also used as the plan for allocating costs to project activities. To begin the cost budgeting process, the following information would be needed: the project scope statement, the work breakdown structure, the work breakdown structure dictionary, the activity cost estimates, the activity cost estimate supporting detail, the project schedule, the resource calendars, any contracts that have been created, the cost management plan, and the project scope statement. We've discussed all of those inputs before, so we're going to move on to tools and techniques. For cost budgeting, the tools and techniques include cost aggregation, reserve analysis, parametric estimating, funding limit reconciliation, and we'll walk through all of these tools and techniques individually. Cost aggregation is tallying the schedule activity cost estimates at the work package level. The work package levels are totaled to higher level work breakdown structure component levels. We've already discussed parametric estimating and reserve analysis, so let's move on to funding limit reconciliation. This is where you reconcile the amount of funds spent with the amount of funds budgeted for the project. Date constraints can be imposed to control this process. The outputs for cost budgeting include the cost baseline, project funding requirements, cost management plan updates, and requested changes. The cost baseline involves adding the costs of the work breakdown structure work packages according to time periods. It's also known as a time-phased budget, and it provides the basis for measurement over time of the expected funding against the requirements. This can also be displayed graphically. The cost baseline should contain costs for all the expected work. If the project is a build, the resources are the biggest cost. If a project is a buy, the purchase price is the biggest cost. This is a diagram depicting the anticipated incurred project costs against the actual costs. One of the key observations that you should take away from this example is how the costs increase over time as more resources are added to a project. In the next section, we'll go through project funding requirements and we'll finish with the outputs of this process.